Welcome back to Trouble with Tish. I am Tish and I be Trouble. So what are we doing today? We are going to do our second look with the Blood Sugar palette. I did a look with this last week sometime. I can't keep track of days. Don't even ask me to. But I did enjoy the look. I was not impressed with the shadows as much as I thought that I should be. Everybody touts the Jeffree Star shades and the shadows and quality of his eyeshadows. Everybody's raves about them, but I kind of been spoiled with indie brands. So let's figure out what we're going to do with the Blood Sugar palette. I'm going to start off with priming. Well, kind of. I don't know what this is. It's First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothing Priming Moisturizer. Now, is it a moisturizer that primes, or is it a primer that moisturizes? I can never figure, because there's a difference. I can never figure this out, so we're just gonna use it. Let's. Okay, no. We're not just going to use it. First, we're going to open up the safety seal because, that'll help a lot. Okay, stay there. Alright. Apply evenly over clean face, follow with makeup, or wear alone for a natural look. I'm glad it explains how much you're supposed to use. So we are just going to start off with a little tiny bit and see where it gets us. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more for this big old face. And I do bring it down my neck because I also bring my foundation down my neck. Alright. And I am going to... I never say what I'm using to prime my eyes with, but I pretty much always use the MAC paint pot in, Painterly. It just tends to work for me. I do have other primers. I think I have the ABH primer. I had the Pretty Vulgar primer. I wasn't impressed with that. But just got a mirror. It might help. And then I just kind of blop it on, and then smooth it out with my fingers. I do not run it all the way into my eye, but I run it to the side over here, and then I kind of drag it this way. And I have this little divot here. We want to make sure that's primed. Okay, and then I kind of drag it around right here, but I don't drag it under my eye because, well, we got ourselves some under eye wrinkles going on, and primer, concealer, it just doesn't seem to help. So, like I said, we'll just blop it on and smooth it out. And I like to bring it out to the side over here because I'm messy. And it's easier to clean up the mess if, you have a little extra coverage. Alright. wipe. I hate it being all over my fingers. Alright. Alright, now let me pause you real quick and figure out what I want to do exactly with this color story here. So I'll be right back. Alright, I think I know what we're gonna do. So first we're gonna start off with this sugar cane and put that kind of all over. Just kind of lay that down. That mirror is not gonna work. Let me get this mirror out of the way. My bad. I mean, his formula is pigmented. That is not a problem. But I think that, because I mean, that's a light color and I can see that show up. So it's not like the color's not there. It's just, I think it's the shimmers that kind of drove me crazy. They did not want to really blend the way I wanted them to blend. Or pop the way I wanted them to pop. My brain is all over the place. It's normal, but yeah. Let's see. I think we're going to go in with this Tongue Pop shade. We're gonna run that along the crease here. Give us a little bit of a definition here. I don't know, I'm all acting like I know what I'm doing here. I have no clue what I'm doing. I just kind of do it. And sometimes it looks good and sometimes I just gotta wash it off. Oh, that's the wrong color. Tongue Pop. So I went and I drug my husband down to the waterfront where Renee and I go walking sometimes. And it was a nice day. We went a little bit further than I normally go because I don't normally go. They had at the end of the I don't know what you call it. There's like 2 miles of like waterfront, and then there, at the end of the waterfront, there's like this little town that just popped up out of like nowhere a while back. It's like their own condos and senior center, and like it's a whole town. They have doctors, banks, everything. Like nobody ever has to leave. And yeah, we went walking through there to see what the heck was in there. Because we've only ever been to a couple places in there, like the movie theater, and there's a burger place in there that sells really good burgers. But as far as like checking the place out, we'd never really checked it out. So we were like, okay, well, might as well. And we ended up walking 5.75 miles. And we got back and my my house was on fire. My hips were not happy about that. Kind of blow this out a little bit. Good enough. All right. I think I'm going to try this Extraction shade and then Coma on the outer V. I think maybe I'm using these wrong. Maybe I have to pack it on and then try to blend it out. Also, it might be that, you know, it's not made for my eyelids. I have crepey eyelids, so. But I don't see how that could be an issue. Hell, maybe it's just my eyelids. But yeah, doing all that with my husband yesterday kind of kicked my ass. It was a beautiful day for it though. And then of course to reward ourselves for actually going and walking that far, we went and got us some Hawaiian barbecue. Because what says fitness like a big old pile of Spam and rice, right? It was definitely good though. We're going to go in with Coma and put that just on the outer V here. I'm one of those people, I tend to think about my next step before it's time to think about my next step. And so this entire time I've been thinking about wondering what palette is going to be pulled next because I want to plan ahead, but I feel like that's actually hindered me from getting this look done. So I decided to just come in and get the look done so that my screen keeps going off. I can move on and worry about the next look. Alright, we're gonna kind of flick this in a little bit here. Alright, this looks like garbage up close, but hopefully it will look better in a minute. I think we're going to take this donor shade right here and put that on the lid. See, now this shade has a little bit more pop than the other shades did. This has more of the pop I was looking for. So maybe it's just certain shades that didn't want to work for me, or weren't meant to do what I was trying to get them to do. I'm just going to run that all the way across for now. Okay. There we go. And maybe we'll try this let's see. I think we'll try this sweetener shade for the inner corner. This sweetener shade right here. Alright, well, that worked. I don't know why I always do that. Trying to get it to go where I want it to go, and my mouth always I think it gives me special powers. Makes my face move to where I want it to move. And that is why I do it. I mean, because, you know, it's got to be the reason I do it, right? Makes the most sense. Alright. We are going to take a little bit of the extraction shade and run it under the eye here. Got a little bit of fallout here. Alright. So I am going to wipe this fallout away. That didn't work. Glad I do my face makeup last. Alright, anyways. I will be right back. I'm going to do the rest of my face real quick. And I'll be right back. Alright, so for the rest of my face, I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. I need coffee. I used the Too Faced Cocoa Contour, the Hank & Henry Blush'em Blush Palette. I used the two bottom shades in there. I used the Kosas Feathery Cloud Set Face Powder, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bronzer, the Nomad Around the World highlighter in Positino Sunrise, I used the Neon Gel Eyeliner from LA Colors. Let's see, what's the shade? Enchanted. As well as the Estee Lauder Black Eyeliner. I used the Estee Lauder Lip Liner in Spice, along with Jeffree Star Birthday Suit. I used CR Lashes in the style Pandora. And I used the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Spray. Did I use anything else? I used the AOA Super Strip Lash Adhesive, which I need to move on to the next one. I think that is it, and that is what I used on the rest of my face. I like the color story for the Blood Sugar palette. Alright, so we'll go back through. I used the Sugarcane, I used Donor, I used Tongue Pop, I used Fresh Meat. No, I didn't use Fresh Meat. I used Extraction, Coma, and then I also used the Sweetener shade. And that is what I created my look with today. I like the color story. I kind of like the palette. I have palettes I love more. What can I say? Working with Lele Posh and other indie brands, I've kind of been ruined for any kind of mainstream makeup. I don't know, technically Jeffree Star is indie, he's independent, but I don't consider him indie. I don't know. All I know is he's not in my indie drawer. He's in my problematic influencer drawer. I have a drawer just for problematic influencer makeup. And that's where he lives. So, there we go. But that is my last look that I will be doing with the Blood Sugar for the Wheel series. Next time, I guess I'll find out what next time will be, because I haven't spun the wheel yet. Anyways, we're gonna clean up our mess, and I have a couple more videos to film, so you'll probably see this look a few more times, and that's it. Alright, so go ahead and do all of the good YouTubey stuff. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I don't know why I'm holding my phone. It's all down in the description box and below. I will leave Michelle, who this series is in. I can talk, I swear. It's been a long day. It's not even halfway over. Okay. The inspiration for this series is Michelle from A Day in the Life of Michelle. I will leave her linked permanently in my description box, and you should definitely go check her out. She has been doing this for over a year now and has some amazing looks. So I now have cat hair somewhere on my face. So go check her out. I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.